students, I welcome you to all of you in this class for the students of standard 9th. Today in this session, I will discuss about a new chapter, The Little Girl, written by Katherine Mansfield. This is from our book Beehive. So let's get some information about the author, Katherine Mansfield. Kathleen Mansfield Murray, that was her real name. She was born 14th October 1888 and died 9 January 1923. She was a prominent modernist writer who was born and brought up in New Zealand. She wrote short stories and poetry under the pen name Katherine Mansfield. That was her pen name. Katherine Mansfield is remembered for her short stories and poems. She was considered a modernist. She published several short story collections that included popular titles like Adele Pickle, Mr. and Mrs. Dove, The Fly, The Garden Party. Some literary experts consider her one of the best short story writers of all time. So that is all about the author Katherine Mansfield. Let's start to read the chapter. Do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Perhaps you now understand the reason for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. So in this story, the writer tells about the little girl who was greatly afraid of her father and wanted to avoid him all the while. So this is a story about the changing attitude of a girl child towards her father, and also this is a story about the relationship between children and parents. So this story about a little girl whose feeling for her father changed from fear to understanding will probably find an echo in every home. So let's start the first paragraph. To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared and avoided. Figure to be feared means he was a person to be feared. So Kezia, that was the name of a little girl. She was afraid of her father and she also wanted to avoid him at all. There were in her family Kezia, her father, her mother and her grandmother. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with "Goodbye, father." So the little girl was greatly afraid of her father and wanted to avoid him all the while. The daily routine of Kezia's father was to visit her daughter's room, meet her and give her a casual kiss before leaving for work. And she responded with "Goodbye." And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. Kezia felt relieved when the carriage went away from the house. In the evening when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall, "Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there and bring me my slippers." Her father was strict, who always used to give command to everybody in the house. And one in the evening, he gave command. Coming back from his office, he ordered for tea to be brought into the drawing room. He also asked Kezia's mother to bring him the newspaper and his slippers, and Kezia pulled off to his boots. So that were the orders given by her father. Kezia's mother would call to her, "If you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boot." Her mother told Kezia if she was a good girl, she should come down and remove her father's boot. Slowly the girl come down the stairs and slowly across the hall and open the drawing room door. By that time, He had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the little girl. And that time his father was very strict. She was especially terrified with the manner in which he looked at her over his spectacles. He told Kezia, be quick and pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl? Then after this, as she was afraid of her father, she stammered. When she faced her father, she stammered and she told, I don't know. Then her father also replied the same way, you don't know. And he told, if you shut her like that, if you don't remove this behavior, don't improve this behavior, you would have to take to the doctor. That shows her fear to her father. She never shuttered with other people. She had quite given it up. Quite given it up means she wanted to stop doing it. But only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the word properly. Kezia's father always scolded her and never spoke to her in a loving manner. So Kezia stammered in front of her father because she was afraid of him and found it difficult to speak in front of him. So what's the matter? It was asked by her father. And what are you looking so restless? Means angry, unhappy. Why are you looking so unhappy about? Mother. And he told his mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide, about to commit suicide. She should improve her behavior, how to speak. Whenever she speaks, she should speak in a well manner. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. And then he ordered to carry the teacup and back to the table carefully. That time she was thinking about her father. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth when he yawned. Thinking about him alone like thinking about a giant. Kezia was a little sensitive girl. Her father was aggressive and always spoke loudly. He always scolded her. He used to beat her whenever she made a mistake. He never played with her, and this made Kezia afraid of her father, and that's why she was thinking her father like a giant. On Sunday afternoon, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. Kezia's grandmother was she was very supportive, and she encouraged her to get to know her father better by sending her to the drawing room to talk to her parents on Sunday. She also suggested Kezia to make a pincushion out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk as a gift for her father's birthday. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretching out on sofa. Whenever she went to talk with her parents, she saw that her mother was reading and father stretched out on sofa, and his face was covered with handkerchief, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. Then she sat on a stool and she seriously watched her father until he woke and stretched and asked him, then looked at her. Don't stare so, Kezia. You looked like a little owl, like a little brown owl. So that when her grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with the father and mother, But her presence always irritated the father. He used to call her little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week, and she suggested that she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. One day, her grandmother told her that her father's birthday would be next week, and she also suggested that she should make him a pin cushion for beautiful gift, and this will be cloth of a yellow silk. Laboriously with a double cotton, the little girl stitched three sides. So she thought that it will be best for her father to giving the gift on his birthday. So she made with a double cotton. The little girl stitched three sides, but what to fill it with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden. She wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps on the bed table. She discovered a great many sheets of fine papers, gathered and collected them, tore them into tiny pieces, stuffed her case, then sewed the fourth side. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. The paper that she had torn and filled in the pincushion, that was the important paper, and that was a great speech for the Port Authority, and that had been torn into pieces by the Kezia. Room was searched, servant questions. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise, and the surprise for the surprise gift. What? Screamed mother. Mother shouted, come straight down to the dining room this instant. So Kezia's effort to please her father resulted in displeasing him. Just every Sunday, when her grandmother sent her down to the drawing room, she found that her mother read and her father stretched on the sofa, and her grandmother suggested to make a pin cushion as a gift for her father. She did so, but this effort to please her father resulted in displeasing him. And when she made the pin cushion, she also stitched three sides of the cushion with double cotton with a great care and effort, and she was stuck what to fill in the cushion, and that time her grandmother was busy in the garden. She searched her mother's bedroom for scraps, and finally she discovered sheets of paper on the bed table. She collected and tore up and filled the cushion with the torn pieces. But unfortunately, her efforts to please her father not only went in vain, but also had an unanticipated consequences. And this was because the sheets had been torn were her father's speech for the Port Authority. And that's why her father scolded her for touching things, and this thing that was not belonged to her. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro. To and fro means moving here and there, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply, mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Stared means look attentively. Did you do that? No. She started stammering. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing, the things that she had made for a gift. see that the child's put to bed this instead. That he scolded, again she scolded her, and this her father scolded her for touching things that did not belong to her, and also punished her by hitting her palm with a ruler. So this incident shows Kezia's father character. Kezia's father was a hard-working man but short-tempered. He was a strict disciplinarian too. Kezia was very scared of her father and stuttered while talking to him, and this annoyed him a lot. When she waited and stared at him to have a nice chat, he did not like it. And this, she also made a pin cushion and stuffed papers in that cushion, and which she wanted to present to him on his birthday. This made him angry and he beat her up, and therefore Kezia's effort to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. So student, that is first part of this chapter. It will be continue. So in next part will be continue in next